The event is going to be starting now, guys. This is what we're going to be doing. So, everybody who's going to be racing, I want everybody to behave themselves. I really do. No, like, I really do. I want good, clean racing. As I said before, just think of it as a normal, real race. Like, if you wouldn't do it in real life, don't do it in the event. You know what I mean? So, like, you wouldn't make a stupidly aggressive move if it's going to cause both of you to spin off, yeah? It's just, it just doesn't make sense. If you go off, keep an eye on the...
Ryan Van Eden said, EYY.
Hey, Ryan. If you go off, please make sure that there is nobody coming behind you when you re-entry the track, you know? Because if you go off, and I understand in the heat of the moment, you're like, you go off, and you're like, oh, I need to stay on track. I need to get back in my position, and you know, and you're not really focusing on what's around you. So just be aware of what's around you. Don't come barreling back onto the track once you've gone off, causing another driver to spin off and crash or go off the track or whatever. Yeah, that won't be acceptable. You need to be very careful about how you maneuver when you go off the track and when you re-entry. Okay. The same thing for pit stops. Don't get right behind somebody and overshoot your braking points and stuff like that. Just brake a little bit early. Be a bit careful. You know, there's no reason to be right behind somebody and lock up your brakes and slide into the back of them. Because if you do that, you're going to push them into the pits and they're going to get disqualified. So, which will result in you also being disqualified from the race. Any dangerous driving, any unfair driving will result in a 4-place finishing penalty. So... if you're in first, so as an example, you barrel off the track, you come back on, you cause somebody to crash, you go on to win the race. You didn't slow down and let the person back in front. You didn't say sorry or anything like that. You are going to lose 4 positions. That means if you go on to win the race, you are technically going to be in 5th position, which means you're not going to get any points for the race win at all. Okay? So just be aware and just drive clean. That's all I'm asking. Just please be clean drivers. That's all I ask. We want a good, interesting race, guys. We don't want any raging in the chat. No abuse, nothing like that. I don't want to see any of that in the race whatsoever. Okay? Yeah. So, I am actually just going to switch to this for a second. I do apologize, but you guys are not allowed to see what I'm doing. You can hear it, but you can't see it. Let's see, how many do we want?
De Silva 97E said, cheeky.
Yeah, cheeky.
J73
is right.
said, lol.
What do you mean lol?
Licenseless noob.
What do you mean lol?
Said, censored.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's censored, guys. That's exactly what it is. Okay. Just making sure everything is on. Save that. I do apologize, guys, but I am just setting up the event for the race. I do believe that is everything. Right, so the thing that I want to ask you guys, right? Let me just put it back on the normal gaming for a second. You guys can't see it, right? Yeah, you guys can't see it. Right.
Need more graph.
Sorry.
Said,
Sorry.
has it not started?
We are about to start. It is about to go live, guys. We are about to go live with the racing event. So, the thing I want to ask, right, is, and I don't know if any of you guys know how to do this, do I put it as 21 drivers and go in as a driver so that I can spectate? Or is there a way for me to watch and spectate and see everything without actually being in the grid? Because I've never actually wanted to take, you know, just to sit and watch a race before. I've always been racing, so... I'm assuming we leave it as it is. And I join as a race director, right? And then I can just...
Yeah,
watch.
I think if you're broadcasting it, I think there has to be a way for you to watch it, surely.
I mean, I'm not sure. We'll try it. We'll see how it goes. I think that's how it's going to work. So just give me a second because I need to put the password in.
Ryan Van Eden said, yay. Right below average. Said, it will take 1 driver slot, I think. JK16_.
Said.
You have to set yourself as
Yeah.
race director.
All right.
J73.
I thought that.
Said. I think it's director.
Give me a second. Oh my god. Right. Okay. And. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Right, so I just put it as 20 drivers, right? And I don't put me in as a driver. I choose the racing director at the start. Yeah. It's pretty much what you guys are saying. So, how do I pick race director? No, it's put me in as a driver. How do I go as race director? Don't understand. Oh, wrong one. Alright, I don't understand. How do I change to a race director? How do I pick race director in the thing? I've got no idea how to do this. Because it says driver, and I'm in as a driver. Ah, it said as race director. There we go. So, there we go. Right? That's how it works, right? I think so. And, ta-da! So, for this stream, guys, there's going to be no... alerts, there'll be no Twitch alerts, there'll be no
JK16_. Said. Click on your name.
Yeah, I got it, thank you. That is going to be turned off as well. So speech to chat
JK16_.
will be turned off. We do not want to be hear that. Yep, okay. Anyone who is ready, I'm about to password. The password is the blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, can I even speak right now? Okay. The server is
to say it on stream.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say it on stream, dude. It's not happening, right? The server is passworded. Message me one at a time on Discord and ask me for the password, and I will give it to you. There is no way that I'm posting it in Discord or that I am gonna tell it on stream or anything. Okay, so one at a time, guys, and I will give you the password. Right. And once we are in, PM, DM.
Name?
What?
What's the lobby name?
Not GT3 Monza Racing. Because that is the name of the series. It's not GT3 Monza Racing Series. That's the name of the show or the events. Wonder where we got that one from, boys, huh? Where is the event? The event is me, dude. The event is me hosting a lobby and password protecting the server and us racing a race event.
I'm in.
Yeah, I see it. You are going to have to be very patient for a minute, though, because...
That's absolutely fine. I might grab some food.
All right. Just while we get everything organized, because I'm going to try and fill this up before we start the qualifying session, if we can.
Forecasted rain. Ooh.
Yeah, I would check the weather, guys, because it is the UK, so, you know, anything can happen, man. Anything can happen in the race. I am getting there very, very slowly. Let's see how many... If anybody wants to join as well, guys, you are welcome to join. You will need to come and join the Discord, though, so that I can add you to the roles, etc. And anybody is welcome to join these events. This is not limited to just people in my community. This is an open event for everybody. Yeah, I got you, Pado. I understood. I knew exactly what you meant as well. And that's exactly what I was planning on doing. I was not planning on actually using anything. So like I said, there's no alerts, there's no text, there's nothing on the stream. Everything on the stream is as minimalistic as possible because we want to concentrate on just the event. I don't want it cluttered up with all the stuff that I normally have on my personal stream, because we will be creating a highlight out of this and exporting this to YouTube as the event series. So I want all of that stuff as minimal as possible. Any follows or anything like that, any donations and any of that kind of good stuff, I will get around to saying thank you at the end of the show, so that it doesn't impact on the actual stream, guys. Okay. So what I do need to do though is, yeah, I thought so. The webcam needs to go a little bit bigger because I want it to cover up the goddamn text box. All right. So as you can see, we have, how many drivers do we have in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's a couple missing, man.
Yes, plus can I have password, please?
It's Japs, yeah. All right, no problem, no problem. I did say, he's probably not watching the stream, right? I did say everybody needs to DM me for the password. I will not just post it in the Discord because obviously there are people that are probably on the Discord that you guys have said or called out for not being very clean and stuff, and I would rather them ask to be getting to the event rather than not, than just being able to join and jump in and ruin the event for everybody else. Whose keyboard can I hear click, 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 click? Yes, thank you very much. There you go, Tars. All right.
Sorry.
What? What do you want now? What?
Please may I have password, please?
Dude, I am on top of it. Do not worry. Do not worry.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. All right. So we do have, we are filling up very nicely, guys. We are getting a lot of drivers in here. I'm not quite sure how many spots there are. Please, everybody, do not ready up. Let me tell you when you can ready up so that we can start the event. We will start the event once the lobby is mostly full. Once we have a couple of spots left over, we can start. I want to be able to make sure that everybody that is definitely joining us is definitely in the lobby. So all the confirmed drivers, the people that have said they're definitely going to be here, that are sitting on Discord right now, I want to wait until everybody has managed to get into the server. And then once everybody that is waiting now live is ready to jump on the server and everybody is in, then we will start the qualifying session and we will start the event, guys. Just be a little bit patient for a little bit longer. I know you guys have been waiting for a while, but just bear with me just for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13, man. 13 drivers. So that leaves us with what? 7 spots? So there are 7 spots available, guys. If anybody is in the chat, who is Dustin? I do not know who that is.
Not many beamers.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
It's the McGann Trophy.
You're welcome to join. All right.
Try to pick a different livery than someone else, maybe.
Yeah, that also, guys. Try not to pick the same liveries as each other, right? Like, I know that you guys have your favorite liveries, etc., but please try and pick one that's different. It's a lot easier for me to watch and see who is who in the race then, yeah? Can you type that in the in-game chat for me, Tony? Pretty please. Yeah. All right. So I think we're there. Hey, sweet. Welcome to the stream, guys. I'm not used to not having the text-to-speech reading it out to me, so I'm having to be a lot more switched on as to when people are typing to me, man. I'm sorry. All right. So it's fine for people to get in. Like I said, I just want to make sure everybody has a different livery. So we have 2 BMWs with a different livery. So either Austin or Grog, you need to change your livery for your BMW, please.
Yeah, I can change it.
All right. Thank you. Sorry, I'm not trying to dig at anyone. We're just trying to keep it so that it's, you know, it's easy to spot who people are then through the race, yeah? Like if you have 3-4 cars all with the same skin, it's gonna be like, who's who? Who are they? I don't know. Alright. Alright, guys. I do believe we are ready. So we can start. Alright. So guys, I'm going to leave the Discord now. You guys are all going to stay in here and chat and do whatever you want. Please, no raging in the chat, in the in-game chat, if you get bumped off or if something happens in the race, whatever. Just try and be calm, guys, yeah? And try and give space in the qualifying session. If someone is really close to you, in front of you, or just kind of slow down a little bit, you know? Give them space and then kind of pick up the pace and get in your hot lap, yeah? But don't try and be on someone's butt and try and race them around the circuit to qualify. You've got an hour, guys, and you've got huge amounts of space on this circuit. It's not like it's a really tight circuit and there's no space for you to move around each other. So, yeah. Alright, guys. Let's go. I have full control as the race director, do I? I didn't even know that. See, there's a lot of stuff I don't even know. Boy, this is the first time I'm doing race director. I've got no idea, man. I normally race. I don't normally sit here and shoutcast and host events and stuff. This is nuts.
Best of luck, bud.
Yeah, yeah. You guys too. Have a good race, guys. Good luck. And drive clean. And I hope to see some good racing. I'll be definitely calling it out on the stream. So, yeah. Have a good one, guys. Alright, so I have left them to it. I will probably jump back in there at the end of the race in qualifying session. As you can see, we are here. And these guys are out already. Now, we have an hour's worth of qualifying. So, an hour for people to join. So, there are 14 drivers in here so far. That leaves 6 spots, guys. So, if there's anyone in the stream watching that wants to come and join in on this event, bear in mind that this is not open lobby. This is not public racing. This is a private event. Therefore, you will be expected to drive accordingly. You know, drive clean. Give other drivers space. Give people respect. Don't be raging in the chat. I keep saying these things, but it's really important, you know. You need to be respectful of each other, you know. That's as simple as I can say it. Just be respectful of each other. And let's everybody have a good fun time, you know. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Is everyone having fun. And so let's see who gets on the track first, shall we? Alright. We have Mr. Tars. Mr. Tars. We have Rome. Roman the Omen, really? Okay. Remember what I said about spacing, guys? See, they're already at it. They're already at it. And I can't go to the pit box. I can only watch through here, right? From what I can tell. And I can't type to people in the game either. I mean, the whole point is for people to drive competitively. We have a lot of very quick drivers in here tonight, guys. There are a lot of very, very good drivers in here. Mr. Tars, Roman. Mr. Gummy Bear is going to be pretty much a favorite driver here. He's very, very good. I've been racing with him for like the last 2 or 3 months now. He's very quick. Very quick, and I would say, I'm drifting all over the place. Very much one of the favorites here today. Ed De Silva as well, who's not actually on track yet. Tars is also very quick. Mr. Japs in the BMW there is also very, very quick. Kind of annoying that I can't type to the people in the game, right? Like, I can't type... Ooh. I can't type to people in here, can I? There's no way for me to chat. If I press T, it doesn't come up. Yeah. That's a bit annoying, right? Like, you can't type to people in the game, so... And as race director, you can't actually show... Can we show the splits? Timings? Ah, here we go. So now we can see it from here. That's fine, okay. Who we got? ACR Dustin. Dustin, yep. Okay, I know who this is now. I don't believe I've forgotten anybody. I don't believe so anyway. Just double checking all my information on the other screen, guys. Sorry about that. So let's see what kind of lap times these guys are going to get. I have no idea. And some of these guys must have put in a lap by now, right? Unless they're just cruising and they're just putting in nice little warm-up laps. Yeah, it doesn't appear that anybody has put in a time yet, guys. And remember, if you want to take part in this event, you're more than welcome to. Alright, Mr. Pado, no problem, dude. Thank you very much, buddy. I really appreciate it, dude. Yeah. So, as I said, who we got here? Sweet Speed. I think Sweet Speed is another fast driver. Crudders, who I was racing just now, had a lot of back and forth with him at the Brands Hatch race just now. He's pretty good at racing. He's pretty good at close racing, that's for sure. He doesn't tend to bump into people and stuff, which is always good. Need More Grog is another quick driver. Oh, actually, a good few BMWs here today. It's not all Megans, is it? Which is good. Tony Really, good buddy of mine, also another very quick driver. Do you believe he drives in VR as well? As does Japs, I do believe. I do believe he drives in VR. Maybe not actually. But yeah, JK1, another quick driver. So there does seem to be some very good drivers here, and we're starting to get some times coming now. Oh, look. Gummy's setting the pace there at 209.8 for a quick time. Followed by Tsars with a 212, then Tony Really with another 212. And Japs with a 213. Crotter's there with a 214. So they are starting to get some times in, that's good. We do have a whole hour of this though, so there's plenty of time for these guys to set laps and beat each other, etc. Yeah, see, I've never used VR myself. People have said it to me about it, but it's a little bit out of my price range, to be honest. I don't have the kind of money that I would need to just pay out for all the stuff I need to do it, you know? And I also know that there are issues with the VR and streaming and trying to do it all on one computer, you know? And I don't have a second PC right now. So that would be another issue that would cause problems for me. Sorry, I keep checking back into my Discord to make sure that everything is okay. See if anybody is joining for the event as well. Yep, so you can see these guys are putting in their lap and they're like, oh, I think I'll just sit in the pits for a minute. They put in a lap, that's good enough. Now everybody else is going to be trying to beat these guys. GG, Gummy. Well done, buddy. Well done. Now, there is full damage in this race. Full damage, mandatory pit stop. You must pit at some point in the race. Full damage. Track limits are also on, so no cutting tracks. Make sure you slow down for those time penalties, guys, because that might give you the disadvantage at the end of the race. You know, you might lose position and drop out of the points if you do not slow down for those cut track warnings, guys. Let's see Tony. Tony is still going hard, trying to put in a lap. Should we watch him from the cockpit view for a minute? Let's see how he drives, guys. I want to hide this, but... Well, alright. We'll just leave it. It's fine. It's fine. We'll leave it. No problem. I do believe everything on the layout is okay as well. I don't believe that the camera's in the way of anything at any point. Let's watch him do a lap and see what his line is like. Seems very clean so far. You're not really hearing any tyre squeal or anything like that. Sorry, just getting messages on Steam right now. Very clean lap. Did he beat his time? Still 2:12, so we're very close times at the top there. 2:12, 2:12, 2:12. 2:11, even though he's not really that far. Gummy is in a world of his own though there at the front. Let's see if somebody else can bring it. Hey CQ, how you doing, buddy? Are you not coming to take part as well? You're not coming to join in? We have only literally just started, so we have a little bit of time left of the quali. It's an hour-long session. We've been doing it for maybe about 10 or 15 minutes. Probably not quite as long as that actually, but 48 minutes left. That's great. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't even see it. I don't even see a timer. Oh, it says it right at the top in the middle. God damn it. I'm so blind. Didn't even see it. So yeah, we have 48 minutes remaining, guys. Alright, so Tony has decided to go back into the pits. Maybe he's going to mess with his setup a little bit. See if he can get some more time out of it. Oh. Did he just disconnect? No. Something went on there. Driving with the silver now. As he follows round. I have no idea who that is. Hey, no, maybe? No, actually, it could be Crudders. No, Crudders is in the pits. Who is it? I have no idea who it is. Who is it? Mav has only just come out. Alright, could be Swede. Could be Swede. There's only a few of them out there. Who is it? I have no idea who it is. Oh, it might have been him. No, he's in a yellow BM. He's lost it. Oh, no. Oh, no. And he's gone off there. Oh, well. It'd be nice if it auto-cycled to the different drivers. So 211, we've got into the 211. Oh, he was on 211 already, wasn't he? He hasn't beat his time yet. And it was probably him that we saw. Actually, it wasn't. Trying to find who was in that bloody car with the green writing on it. Maybe. I've got no idea, actually. I don't know who it is. But it's all good. Need more grog right there in the white BMW. Just remember to give space, guys. That's all I ask. If you're going for an overtake, if you're trying to lap somebody or get a better time to get your hot lap in, just make sure that you are giving space, guys. That's all I ask. If you want to start CQ, it's not the normal lobby, no. It's called, as you can see, oh, you can't see it at the top anymore, actually. It's called not GT3 Monza Racing, is what the name of the lobby is. And if you send me a message on Steam, dude, I will shout you the password, or shoot me a message on Discord, and I will send you the password right there. I'm actually curious as to where Raikkonen is, because he said he was going to be here today. And I do not see him yet. So I am just looking for him to see where he is. I am being nice by doing this. I shouldn't really have to chase after people to let them know. Yeah, exactly. You need to send me a message for the password. I won't tell people on the stream because I don't want people that are watching that want to sabotage the event to come in and destroy the event for everybody, because that would just be really bad. So, I'm only giving out the password to people that contacted me through my Discord. You can get the Discord right here. So there is the invite to Discord. Give me a second. Where did you send it to me, dude? Because I don't see a PM from you anywhere. Not on Discord or on Steam, buddy. Or do you mean a friend request? Give me a second. I'm sure I have you already. Let me see where you are. I'm sure you'll be up in here somewhere. There he is. There he is. Alright. There you go, dude. No problem. There we go. Sorry? Ed is a lot of messing around. I have got 3 screens running at the moment. I've got a lot of information on my screen over here. I've got the main game. And we've got the main stream here. So I'm juggling between the 3 screens and trying to juggle what I'm doing. It is just me on my own doing this. So, yeah. Be a little bit patient when I'm trying to respond to stuff. I will try and get there. I am trying to do everything that I can. I do believe Gummy is back on track. Let's go into the cockpit view with the master of the racetrack, Mr. Gummy Bear. Hey, and there is DriveNightLive. Hello, buddy. How you doing? Guys, these are the people that are sponsoring me right now. They are sponsoring this event. So please go and drop DriveNightLive a follow. Remember what I said. They do have 2 events coming up in the future, which you can find out information for here. So if you are interested in taking part in any of the events that Drive Night are running, please go and drop a follow to their Twitch and go and join their Discord in the little chat right here. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. So yeah, as you can see, we're racing with the we're riding with the race master right now, the pole sitter, Mr. Gummy Bear. Now we do have some bio information about Mr. Gummy Bear, actually. And I do believe... Give me a second. This has been such a pain in the backside to try and do this. But... I do believe... We can go to here. There we go. Alright. So, as you can see, everything's a little bit messed up with my stream right now. But this is Gummy Bear. This is his profile. I'm trying not to block his view of his driving, but let's just go through it. So this is Gummy Bear. He's from South Africa. He uses wheel and pedals. His racing history. Got into project cars. Won racing on and off. Really got into it in project cars too. So he really likes project cars. He really likes track racing. He also works at Killarney International Race Circuit as a race director. So obviously spends his time at the racetrack when he can. Very, very good. Back to my normal scene and stop. Alright, the stuttering is because I keep jumping in and out of the thing. Hey Nathaniel, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. It's going. We've just started the event. Well, we started about 20 minutes ago. So we have 15 drivers in here right now. So that's a good turnout so far. We have 15 people competing at the moment for the top spot on the grid. It's going very, very well. Yeah, I know. It's a little bit serious right there, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, he's hardcore driver. Let's just check that again now that he's stopped his hot lap. Look how serious that guy is. I mean, he's got the helmet, he's got the gloves. That's a serious simu driver right there, boys and girls. That's a serious simu driver right there. So we also have, let's have a look. Who else do we have in here? This guy, Japs. So this is Japs. And we do also have a profile for Japs. Ta-da! Yeah, I'm sure he does get hot in that getup for sure, man. Yeah. Okay, so this is Japs. His control system is a T300 Alcantara edition with the TP3A pedals. His racing history, as you can see right there, been racing since PS1 days on a pad called Grid Autosport. Jumped ship to BC. Got his first wheel race with Pew Team RMT DNA. There's quite a few teams there, so he's done a lot of league racing, it looks like. So him and his mates started up a Grid Autosport days. Started up his current league or group that he races with 2 years ago, and in Race Room and P Cars 2. So his main sims to play right now is Race Room and Project Cars 2. So that's really, really cool, man. I did try and get these images to put on the actual screen, and it just didn't work out. I don't know why it wouldn't capture the window or whatever. As I said, this is the first time that we're doing this event, so a lot of the stuff that we're doing is a trial and error thing, and I will try and get stuff worked out and looking a little bit more professional for next time. The only profiles I have are a few of the people that sent me the information for me to do up the bios. I'm sure that more people will be doing the bios for next time. I do have a couple more to show, but I do not believe that they are in the lobby just yet. Yep, Raccoon's not there. Tars, though. Tars is here. Let's see Tars. Where is Tars right now? Tars is up in 4th position right now. So here we go. This is Tars. And he is driving the Renault Megane, as you can see. And again, let's move this down here, just so it's out of the way. And then we can put this up in here, and here is Tars's information right here. So this is Tars. He didn't submit a you want yarn? Ah, okay. Gary Cream, you need to come onto the Discord and send me a private message, buddy. If you want to join the event, you are more than welcome, but you need to join the Discord, which you can join right here. And send me a private message so that I can give you the password. I must iterate though. Let me get away from the engine noise just for a second. Because we're just going to get away from the engine noise because I don't want to be shouting over the top of the thing. Right. So anybody that joins the event must understand that this is not an open lobby. Aggressive racing, dirty driving, shunting and ramming people off the track will not be tolerated. You will be automatically disqualified from the event and not able to take part in any future events if you drive that way. So you will not be able to drive that way in this event. I expect everybody to drive clean and safely and have a lot of respect for each other and give space. No abuse in the chat. Everybody, you know what I mean? Just be respectful of each other. So everybody is welcome to join, but you must understand that this is a race event and you are going to be expected to drive accordingly. And Gummy has lost his pole position by 0.02 of a second. Oh my goodness. Mr. Gummy Bear has lost his pole position to JK1 in a BMW of all cars, which is who we are watching right now. Oh, okay, Gary. You don't want to race anyway. Alright then, no problem. As I said though, everybody is welcome. This is not just limited to a closed group. This is not a closed league event. This is open to everybody. Everybody can come and take part in this event. You are very welcome to join. You have 34 minutes to come and take part. CQ, I will invite you, dude. Send me a message on Steam and I will invite you. Alright, there we go. So as you can see, the top three are very, very close. I'm sure these other guys will get quicker and quicker. But we were actually looking at Tars and we were looking to do the profile. Yeah, Tars' bio. Okay. So the control system he actually uses a gamepad controller. So, not that there's anything wrong with using a gamepad or controller. You can drive just as fast with a gamepad as you can with a wheel. It just depends on what control system you're used to. I personally used to drive with a gamepad and no assist. And I was just as quick as the guys driving with a wheel. So it is just about what you're used to, what control system you're used to and familiar with. And you are totally... The ability for you to be competitive with a gamepad is just as good as it is with a wheel. It just depends on what your personal preferences and what you're used to. Racing history, let's have a look. So, he's been into gaming and racing since he was a kid. If it's fast, then he's probably into it, he says. Okay. So, hasn't really done any competitive racing. But he used to play Need for Speed and rally games, and he still does. Okay. So, that's pretty much everybody. And we are at 17 drivers now. For the race grid, guys. 17 drivers at the moment in the lobby. for the race. And everybody is out on track. There's a few still in the pits that haven't set a lap time yet. They're probably setting up their car and have only just joined, which is okay. It's not a problem. We will go back to the actual, this one. There we go. So yeah, guys, don't forget, we are sponsored by DriveNightLive and EdgeTV, guys. So this event is sponsored by those, EdgeTV and DriveNightLive, who also run events. And if you want to find out more about their events, you can go and check out their Twitch and their Discord right here. And there are the two events that they are going to be running. One on the 13th, which is the Ford versus Ferrari in Project Cars 2, and one on the 20th, which is going to be a rallycross event in Dirt Rally 2. So if you have those games and you want to take part in any of those events, please go and drop them a follow and go and join their Discord. As I said, cash prizes, Steam Wallet in the form of a Steam Wallet gift card for the top 3 drivers that complete the event. Points will be awarded to the top 4, and it will be ongoing, so we'll see who's gonna be the winner of that at the end of the series, which I do think is 3 events at the moment, maybe 4. We'll find out. We'll kind of see how it goes. At the moment, it's just 3 events planned. One this week, one at the end of November, and one in December at some time. Hopefully before Christmas. And maybe one after Christmas, or maybe 2 before Christmas. I guess we'll have to wait and see. We don't really know what's going on with that. It's a little bit too far away, and we haven't really planned. We really have just been working towards this event today, and trying to get everything done for this event and make sure that this event runs smoothly. And then once this event is done, we have 2 weeks before the next event starts. For me, for my stream anyway, for my series. Which means I can take a bit of a breather. But yeah. Tars is doing pretty good. He's got a pretty good clean line. Not really making any mistakes. He's not really overshooting at all either. Seems to be very clean. Running a little bit wide, which is okay. You have to kind of run wide there to maintain your speed through that corner. It's a very high speed corner. You have to get it just right. Oh. Sounds like there's someone behind him. Sounds like it. Oh, come on. Or not? No, there wasn't anyone behind him. That was weird. It sounded like there was. Didn't it? It did sound like there was. Just gonna make sure. I'm sure someone else is sending me messages. Give me a second. 28 minutes. Is there anyone else here that's been sending me a message? I don't think there is. Alright. I think we're good, guys. I think everyone is in. We're at 18 drivers now, guys. 18 drivers, and Kanito has just joined as well. Kanito has been taking part in the Drive Night Live events as well in the past. I do believe he was at the last event with me. Bear with me just for a memento. Where is my damn mouse? There it is. Where is it? Here it is. Alright. Alright guys, so I mean if you're interested, I'm going to go and grab myself a fresh coffee, and what I am going to do is I'm going to leave you with an advert. Not an advert in the way of Twitch adverts, but an advert, a promo for DriveNightLive. This is just to show you what DriveNightLive is about, and hopefully you will enjoy it. So I'm going to mute. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Come on. And where's my little volume control? Here. And we're gonna mute that for a second because that's very, very loud. Alright guys. So this is a promo video for DriveNightLive. This will tell you exactly what DriveNightLive is. Or at least kind of get you interested. So as I said, DriveNightLive have 2 events coming up. And on the 13th of November and the 20th of November, which I have just posted in the chat just now. Watch the promo, and I will be right back, guys.
Oh, and Nick just flipped the car! He is just in the air!
This is Nick with Drive Night. We've been doing a lot of these really awesome Drive Night events. Now we're going online.
Welcome once again to Drive Night. There's a live lobby that we're hosting right now on Project Cars. You can join in and we can watch you drop your time live, as well as give you some commentary, some tips.
You have absolutely no idea what kind of experience Budgie has.
This qualifier.
Whoa!
And Budgie goes
Budgie
a
is
little wide into the dirt. Danger Colin has issued a bit of a challenge to Mr. Nick over here.
Colin, you stay there where you belong!
There's like a force field around them. They just can't hit that contact. We're gonna up the stakes. There's gonna be a $10 Steam Wallet gift card on the line for this head-to-head.
But here we go. We're green, and they are off.
I believe that's Budgie. Oh, right off the bat on turn 1, we've already got some contact.
We're having a Ricky Bobby situation.
I see, okay. Oh,
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Just one of many racing references you'll get here on Drive Night. Real quick, in our live chat, our voice channel, we've got Xnogar D just joined in from the Twitch chat. Interesting development. Xnogar not only joined the Discord, but they are now going to buy Project Cars 2 just to raise Colin.
I'm still listening in chat, so I'm here while I'm driving.
So Colin is listening to us in chat, so if you drop a sick burn, we can burn him while he's driving.
I mean, we like lurkers. We do need lurkers. But if you want to participate, if you want to be
Fabio, they're called viewers.
Viewers.
Now he's sideways.
Oh, and not fast!
Oh,
No.
a hook spin!
Wait,
hook spin.
Nope, we're good. This was a great way to spend a few hours on a Thursday. Win some money, race some cars, meet some cool people. We've had some people from the UK, from Australia, here local in Los Angeles. And
we got to listen to the sound of our own voices for like 3 hours.
That's
which
hard.
Is like, yeah, that's like my favorite part.
Yeah.
Personally.
No, Mr. Raven Shadow, you are not too late. You need to join right now, though. Because we only have a couple more spots left in the race today, which is surprising. Well, not really, considering we have a lot of good drivers and we've been running this this event for quite some time. Oh, I mean the race lobbies for quite some time at least. Who? Some guy with a really long username. This guy. How did this guy get into our race lobby? Who is he? Alright, well, everybody that's in there needs to vote kick him out then, guys. Yeah, I see it. Play 16. Who is 16? Yeah, okay, both of them. How did these guys get in? Because I've only really? Yeah, I see both of them. Okay. Well, I have no idea who they are, dude. And I don't know how they got the password because the only people that I'm giving the password to are people that are in my Discord, and these guys aren't in my Discord, so I don't know how they got the password. They must have got it through someone else. They will mess it up. They're doing it already. Alright, well, we have 20 minutes, so done. Okay, guys. We will restart the race lobby with the same settings, different password. I apologize, but if we have to do it, we have to do it. I'm sorry. 25 minutes, guys. I will make the qualify now. 25 minutes. We can't have that. I don't know how they got into the lobby. I really don't. But that's just fucking ridiculous. Well, we need to give 5 minutes extra for people to join, okay? Just in case. Most of you guys are here anyway. Alright, so. Really? Really? Just give me a second, guys, while I set up the lobby again.
Hey, Budgie, he just posted in the former lobby. He said, "See you in the next lobby."
Yeah, well, the problem is that he's got to either be friends with somebody that's racing with us, right? And they are giving him the password to join. Because there's no other way he can get in. I'm not giving him the password. I'm only giving the guys that I know on Discord the password and people that are messaging me on Steam. Are you still in here?
What's that?
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't sure if you were still in the streaming channel with me. Right. So, yeah, I don't know how he was able to get in. Because I'm only giving the password out to you guys. So we'll have to go through this whole process again. This is ridiculous. This is exactly what I was talking about would happen. Never mind. We will do our best, guys. Okay. All right. So here we go, guys. Well, I mean, the problem is that the lobby is locked for a start. It's password protected. Okay. They don't have access to it, guys. They don't. Yeah, so somebody here gave them the password. That's what I'm saying. Somebody here must be a friend with them. Yeah, somebody here must be a friend with them. And they must have joined that way. So give me a second and I will give out the password again, guys. All right. Somebody is going to be responsible for this, though. Someone in our group has been giving out the password, right? Somebody somewhere. Because I'm only giving it to you guys. I think it's funny how those
for ages.
Those guys are renowned for going around and ruining people's races, the Purple Army, right? That's not that's I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they get in.
It's really annoying. As soon as I saw his name, I knew. So yeah, I saw a message.
No, it's okay. I was off making a cup of coffee while I was running the Drive Night promo. Yeah. So I do believe that is everybody.
Do you mind sending me the password?
I'm going through doing it now, dude.
Sorry.
Who's talking to me?
Cheers. I know you've done it.
Yeah, alright. And like I said, I'm going through it. Like, you have to give me patience, dude, yeah? So, Roman the Omen. Who is that? Which one of you guys is that?
I've never seen him before.
Yeah, I didn't give him the password. I've only given the guys on Discord the password. This is what I was saying to you guys about having the same name on Discord as you have as your racing name. So that I know who you are. So, the Silver, Ryan. No, I haven't given him the password, dude. So I don't know who that is. Who is that? Don't just kick him. Let's find out who he is. I made the qualifying shorter. It's 20 minutes long. Or 25 minutes long. Let's find out. Instead of all voting to kick him. Yeah, who is this Roman guy? I have no idea who this is. Because the only guys that are in here are guys that I've given the password to. It's like, well, why are you using a different name, licenseless noob? Follow the rules, dude. Okay, so it's licenseless noob. No, we don't kick Roman. He's okay. When you change your name on Steam, dude, when you change the name on Steam, Maggie, I don't know who you are. I have absolutely no idea who you are right now. And please don't write abuse in the chat, licenseless noob, okay? Otherwise you will get a timeout. And Maggie, I have no idea who you are, so I will not be giving you the password, I'm afraid. Sorry. Who else is messaging me? So, Japs, yep. This is a lot of messing around, man. But if I have to do it this way, I have to do it this way. If it's the only way to do it, it's the only way to do it, right? And one last one. And I'm definitely not showing the password on Discord, on the stream, right? So it's not like I'm showing you guys the password, those guys the password. How many are we in here? All right. I do believe that that is everybody. So the thing is, I think he might have somebody. In his friends list that is also part of our group, right? And he can join on his friend. So if his friend is in the lobby with us, he can join on his friend. Like his friend can invite him to the lobby, yeah? Yeah, I'm not putting it on Discord there, Mav. I'm sending it out through private messages. For exactly the reason that I just wanted to prevent from happening, which happened anyway. So I don't understand how those two guys got into our lobby. I don't. I do believe that's everybody. Let's double check. I'm going through, checking the list. But yeah, I do believe that's everyone. So I'm just waiting for a couple more to join. Is Raven in here yet? Nope. God, this is stressful, you know, like trying to do this. This is also why I wanted to set up a dedicated server as well for this kind of stuff. I did look into it, and it's expensive for me. It's like $30 a month, and I can't afford to cover that on my own. And that was just for like a 35 slot server. All right, well, we're not going to wait for you, Raven. If you're messing around setting up your VR, it's not. It's not. CQ can't get in with the password, and I don't know why. Even though it's the same password, whatever. So we're at 15. We were at 18, 19. I mean, we were at 19 with those two guys. I reckon those two guys changed their name, joined Discord, and then were messaging me that way to get the password, maybe. But I don't think so, because I don't think I gave it out to anybody that I didn't recognize. Ah, okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Japs. Japs has just offered us the use of their dedicated servers for the events, so that's cool. And then we will know that those guys won't get in, and everybody will be whitelisted, etc. Which is always a good thing. You can blacklist people from the server, so that means those guys wouldn't even be able to get in. Yeah. on a dedicated server. You can't do that with a lobby like this. And I was looking at the dedicated server thing, but I have to sit there and write loads of little scripts for all the stuff, and I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. So I'd have to look into it if I wanted to do it. Which I could run it on my PC and at the same time as running everything else. It wouldn't be fine. Wouldn't be a problem. All right, we're gonna go then, because you guys need to qualify, and we've been running for quite a while now. We're a little bit behind schedule, but that's okay. And Raven, if you you can get in as soon as you are able to. Yeah, CQ, I know you need an invite, dude. I keep doing it. Alright? I keep doing it, mister. Alright, so for 2 seconds, I'm going to turn off the camera. So here we are again at Silverstone for race weekend. This time without the bloody wreckers, right? God damn it. Well, actually, at this point, anybody that is asking in the Twitch chat, if I don't recognize you, I'm sorry, you are not going to be able to come and take part in the event. Because... Now, this is extremely paranoid of me, but I think for a fact that the guys that are coming in to wreck the server are going to come into the stream with different names and try and get hold of the password that way. So there is no way that if I don't know who you are, or I haven't seen you in the racing, that I'm going to give you a password. I'm sorry, guys. But you will have plenty of time to get yourself checked in and verified, ready for the next event. Just not this one, I'm afraid. At the end of the day, guys, I have to protect the event, okay? My primary concern is protecting the event and making sure that everybody that's in here has a good, clean race. No, stop. Three times. It's because he keeps putting in the password, the old password, that's why. Oh well. No, not really, because no one's supposed to be in the chat in here with me, to be honest. And you're all in here. Going back to the Project Cars 2 channel, guys. I appreciate that you all jumped in here to help me deal with that situation, but yeah, I'm supposed to be in here on my own, guys. Alright, as I said, guys, everybody's is messaging me on my Steam or in Discord asking me for the password. People I don't know. I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to allow anyone else to join this event today. After having those two guys get in here somehow, I don't know how they managed to get in. I can only assume that they changed their names on Discord and contacted me through there. And were able to get in that way. No one else will be getting the password today. All the people that are in the race right now are all trusted people that have been taking part in my race lobbies for the last 3 months. And have proven themselves to be trustworthy, clean, decent drivers. But now the race is on because you guys only have 20 minutes to qualify. So I'm really sorry about that. I don't know. I really don't know how those guys got the password at all. I really don't. So here we are again with the race leader, Gummy Bear, hitting a 110. Well, the invitation to Discord is right there, dude. If you're clicking the link works. I know it does. Because people join it all the time. But as I've already said, I'm not going to be allowing anyone else to join the event at this stage. We're already well over halfway through the qualifying session, and running a little bit late now. Thanks. So I'm sorry, but that's just the way that it has to be in order for us to protect the event. But you are welcome to join the Discord. You are welcome to come and race in the open lobby after the race event. And in my racing lobbies in the future, just to show that you are clean, that, you know, get familiar with us, let us get familiar with you, so that we know who you are and that we know that you're a good, clean, safe driver. And you will be able to take part in future events. But this event, unfortunately, is closed for entry right now. I want to know who it was. I really want to know. To be honest, there's only one person in the whole list that I gave the thing to. Who I didn't recognize, which is Dustin. And he's the only one that hasn't asked me for the password again. So I'm thinking that this is the guy, man. This is the guy. So can we copy his name? Maybe. Ah, is who luck? Is who luck? I don't think so, because he wasn't in the race. Gummy Bear is putting in a good solid lap right now. Very clean. His braking's very clean. He doesn't really lock up very much. And that'll be why you can't join Discord, isn't it, Mr. Bleem? Is that because you're Luck? Because Luck is banned from our Discord. So, I mean, if that's you, then that's the reason you're not welcome on Discord, isn't it? Because you're a known wrecker and crasher. Doesn't surprise me if you've been recruited by the Purple Army, actually. But I mean, if you're not able to join the Discord, then that's because you've been blocked. That's because you've been banned from being blocked from joining on it. So we're still at 210. JKU's in the pit at the moment. Hano, RV, Cutters, need more grog. Sweet Speed, Mr. Tony, really? Ed De Silva. Bland from being blocked. I didn't say bland. I didn't say bland, dude. I said banned from being able to join Discord. Carlos Pinto is another fast driver. Would be interesting to see what he gets. Mr. Mav is also a very quick driver. A lot of quick drivers in here. Japs, Tars, Roman the Omen, Mr. Licenseless Noob, which will be changing his username back to his normal username. So Maggie, although you've joined the Discord, I don't know who you are in the races. So have you raced in our lobbies before? Someone just took out their lights there. And to all you guys that are in the race, it might be worth you guys just double checking the predicted weather for the race, guys. Because I don't know if you realize this, but it's not going to be a dry race. Yeah, to be honest, it's all about getting that, it's all about getting that good, clean lap, isn't it? Without having any traffic get in the way or anything like that. And everybody's in the same situation. They all have traffic to deal with. So hopefully they get out of each other's way and they allow each other to get their laps in. Please remember that if you're going faster and you're on a hot lap and you're close to a car in front, just drop back a bit, guys. Just drop back a bit, get a bit of space from the car in front, and then go for your hot lap. I'm also hoping for some really good, clean, close racing. There's a lot of really quick guys here. It's going to be a very interesting race. And I can't wait to see how these drivers deal with the rain either. You know, like, what's going to happen? They're all going to be diving in the pits. They're going to be changing their tires. They're going to be getting back out on track. It's definitely going to keep the race dynamic. And as we know from watching real life racing, when it rains, anything can happen, you know? Anything can happen in the race. And License is a bit of a fan of a noob. What? At least he's changed his name back now. That's good. So who we got? We got Mav, who is in the pits. No, they're all in the pits. Tony really is still on track. 2:12. Look at these times, guys. They're all really close to each other. That's not much in it, really. 3 seconds to first, but these guys will get quicker laps. They will get quicker. And to be honest, the qualifying session is more of a, you know, preliminary. Let's take a look at these drivers and see how they drive. Let's talk about their driving. Let's talk about who they are. Where we've seen them before. And it's all going to happen in the race, guys. That's where it's going to happen. Exactly, exactly. Anything can happen when it rains, guys. I really just wanted to keep the race dynamic, you know? As authentic as possible as well. So we do have full damage. We do have track limits on. A mandatory pit is required, although they're going to have to pit anyway when it starts raining. So JK1 is in the pits. Let's have a look at Hino. Let's see what his lines are like. Very good entry to the corner there. Very good exit as well. Onto the back straight here. And carry a lot of speed through there if you get that chicane just right. The little series of corners just before this straight. If you get it just right, you can carry a lot of speed down this straight. And then into this corner here, if you brake and slide a little bit, you can carry a lot of speed through here too. It's got a very good line actually. In all honesty, you should let it drift as wide as possible. Use as much of the track as possible on the corners, guys. You're losing speed by turning tighter. When you drift out and use all of the track, you carry a lot more speed through the corner. Yep, that's good, Gummy. I'm really happy that you guys are breaking the world record, but it doesn't count unless you do it in time trial, right? But either way, you guys know that you've broken the world record, so GG to you guys. Congratulations. Canito has gone into the pits now, so who do we watch? Who do you guys want to watch do a lap? Got a few guys down here. Ed De Silva still hasn't put a lap in. Carlos Quinto is out on track at the moment. Let's watch him do a lap, because we know that he's a quick driver too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Anything can happen in the race, and you know, it doesn't matter how good a driver you are, doesn't matter how pro you are, how many league races you've done, how many races you've won. You can always make a mistake. You can always make a mistake, or the guy in front of you can make a mistake, and it causes you to have a mistake as well. You know, where you try and avoid the guy. Racing incidents will happen. I'm not expecting it to be completely clean, no contact. You know, I am expecting contact. I do expect to see some paint rubbing, some bumper touching. As long as everybody is fair about it, I will be very happy. I mean, after all, that's what we want to see, right? We want to see racing. We don't want to see, you know, people Sunday driving down the road. Yeah, exactly. And they won't be able to join now either. So, yeah. They won't be able to join. It's too late. It's too late for them to join. So that is the finishing grid. We have 17 drivers. And I do believe we can put this up. Yep. So we can see the splits here as well, as you can see. So in first place we have Gummy Bear, then JK16, Hino, Canito in fourth. In fifth, R. Van Eden. In sixth place, we have Tars. In seventh place, Crudders. Eighth place, Japs. Ninth place, Tony Really. Tony Really has also competed in the Drive Night live events. He actually won the multi-race that we had, the multi-driver race at the end of their last event. He won that and also set the fastest lap time for the circuit that we were racing, which I do believe was Nürburgring Sprint or Short in the GT3 class. So he did set the quickest lap time in the actual race, but only achieved the top, I think it was the third quickest time overall. I do believe I got the second quickest time, and Danger Colin was in first, who is not here actually, and I'm surprised that he hasn't come to join the event. It would have been cool to see Danger Colin in the event today, but he hasn't come to join our event. And it does look like we're having a few position changes here at the last minute. Sweet Speed is up to 6th. Tars is in 7th. Crudders in 8th. Japs in 9th. Tony really has dropped down to 10th position, but he's in the pit box right now. I do believe that he's accepted that is the time that he's going to get. And he will try and do better during the race. De Silva in 11th. Need More Grog in 12th position. Mav85 in 13th. P14 sees Raven Shadow in the VR. In 15th, we have Licenseless Noob. And in 16th, we have Cove. Cove is a good buddy of mine that I play Dirt Rally 2 with. I've not raced him in Project Cars 2. I don't know how good he is. It doesn't matter, though. Doesn't matter how quick you are. It just matters that you're here having fun and taking part in the event. Because at the end of the day, it's experience for everybody, you know. And there wouldn't be a race without all you guys. So I really appreciate you guys coming and taking interest in the event today. And, you know, being here and supporting the stream as well. Really, really appreciate it, guys. It does look as though this is going to be the final grid lineup. We do have a couple of people still on the track at the moment, trying to get in. Trying to squeeze that last little bit out of their lap time. Yeah, Gummy Bear is a very quick driver, guys. He is. He's very, very quick. But so is JK1. And they were at 207. 207 or 208 the last in the last session. So they both can get quicker. They did get quicker in the last event. In the last qualifying session. So they can go quicker than what they've set. But as I said, it depends on, you know. Yeah. 2 seconds quicker than his own world record. That's right. Because I do believe that Gummy Bear has the world record in the Megane for this circuit right now. And that is the session over. So the people left on the track will be allowed to finish their laps. There's only Canito and R Van Eden on the track left to put laps in. They're both pushing a little bit harder to get. Yeah, I don't know what this does. I'm looking for the splits, but it doesn't show it, does it? Never mind. But as you can see, the race times, it's very, very close, especially from here down. The timings are pretty close. They're all very close to each other. There's going to be some good racing. We're going to see some good racing between the middle of the pack here. We're going to see some good racing between the front of the pack here. And these guys at the back, we're going to see some good racing between them here. So we've potentially got 3 groups of drivers that are all going to be racing each other. So there should be plenty of action throughout the race, guys, for us to watch. As I said before, I'm most interested to see what happens when it starts raining. It's going to be very interesting to see who gets out of the start of the race. Off the grid first and into those first few corners and see who pulls away, gets some space. But the race is definitely going to start when the rain starts coming down. And I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. This is going to be really, really good. Exactly, and one hot lap is not the whole race. Well, that's alright. You know, like we said, it's not all about the qualifying session. You can be quick in a qualifying session, but that doesn't mean you're going to be quick in a race. You know? Qualifying is a different setup anyway. You set your car up to go as quickly as it can go for 1 or 2 laps just to get that quick lap. Then you tune your car differently. Alright. So here we are, guys. We're on the start of the grid. It's race day. It's race day. And we can see everybody sitting there on the grid as they anticipate the start of the race. Again, just to show you another rundown of the drivers in position. Gummy Bear in first, JK16 in second, R Van Eden third, Hino in fourth, Canito in fifth, Sweet Speed in sixth, Tars in seventh, Crudders in eighth, Japs in ninth, Tony Really in 10th, and Need More Grog in P11. Carrying on to the rest of the grid, we have Eda Silver in P12, Mav85 in P13, P14 sees Raven Shadow, P15 Licenseless Noob in P16, we have Cove, and bringing up the back of the grid, Mr. Carlos Quinto in P17. It's going to be a very interesting race, guys. We are waiting for the start of the race. I don't know why the race hasn't started yet. I know that we have about 2 minutes. It doesn't actually tell us where the start of the race is. Unless it's on me. Am I starting the race? Because I don't see anything anywhere. No, here we go. Alright. So everybody's on the grid. We're syncing up with everybody. Let's go to like here and let's go chase cam. Alright, guys. Race on, and they're off. They're off. Some wheel spin, a little bit of bumping at the front there. And all cleanly through the first corner. Yep, no touching. A little bit of touching there. A few guys ran wide. Coming up on the outside here with Mr. Cove. Carlos Quinto. Coming up onto the inside. And Quinto's moved up into 14th from last position again. Seeing a lot of good racing. And actually, at the front of the pack here, Mr. Gummy Bear has actually been taken over by JK. JK is leading the race now, being followed closely by Gummy Bear. Also being followed by R. Van Eden, Nikito. Hard on his tails, right behind him. Closely followed by Hino. Tars is up in there as well. Followed by 3. There's a bit of close racing here. Being very fair and giving a lot of space. Tars on the outside. Had to brake a little bit there. But that's alright. He's come back at him and the guy has messed up. No, no, no. Who is that? Who is it? Is it Ed? I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. Not Cutters. Who is it? It was Mav. I might have been Mav. Oh, little bit of rubbing paint there, guys. No race incidents as yet. A lot of close racing here, guys. A lot of close racing. Switching back to the trackside view so we can see a bit of the racing from a distance there. Hey, Gaming Pandas, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. A lot of clean racing going on. Yeah, they are really close. They are really close, but that's the difference between somebody who knows how to drive, who is aware of the cars around them. Oh, a little bit of a wobble there. I do believe that was Japs. I do believe that was a little wobble from Japs there. Running wide again. There's quite a few people running wide on that turn. They're trying to carry a lot of speed through there. I mean, they are racing, but it's very, very close. Let's see, is there any close racing? These two. Heno and Canito. I do believe these guys are very close. JK is slowly pulling away from Gummy Bear as well. You can see it. And then Gummy Bear catches up again a little bit. The pressure is on, guys. The pressure is on. Yeah, and that's exactly what we want to see, guys. This is why we came here today. We came here to see some good, close, clean racing. We are seeing contact, which is okay. There's no problem with contact, as long as it doesn't cause a race incident. What we don't want to see is people ramming into each other, pushing each other off track, and causing race incidents that way. Yep, Carlos Quinto has moved up into 12th position, you're right. He's very good, actually, Carlos Quinto. He's very quick. Oh, he made a mistake there. Oh. Give space, Carlos. He did actually swing across the track there and got in the way. Where is he? So, need more grog. He pushed Need More Grog off his racing line there, forced him to go wide off the track. So, yeah. Doesn't matter how eager you are, how fast you are, you still need to go. Whoa! There's a lot of unsafe re-entries there, boys. There's that Mav and Sweet Speed there. Need to be very careful with your re-entry back onto the track when you run wide. Can't just come swinging back onto the track. If there are cars coming behind you, you need to be careful of that. Again though, Gummy and JK fighting it out at the front here. I keep seeing Gummy Bear catching up with JK and then JK pulls away from him again. So it's a bit of a Constantino effect right now. Come on, Gummy. You can do it, buddy. I'm rooting for Gummy Bear. I don't know. Who do you guys want to win the race? Who does everybody want to win? Who's everybody voting for? Bear in mind that the rain hasn't started yet, guys. Yep. Rain hasn't started yet. Followed by Tars. And then right behind him, Brothers is right behind Tars. He's coming up on him now. He's going to go for an overtake. I don't think he's quite close enough. Oh, he carried a little bit more speed. He runs a little bit wide. But he just doesn't have the pace to get past him. Doesn't have the pace. And Tars is driving very defensively. He's not doing anything wrong. But he's driving very defensively there. Tony, really? Yeah. Tars. Yeah, we want Tars. It would be really cool if Tars... Oh, and someone has gone off. Who is that? Whoa. Grutters has gone past. Is it Grutters? I don't think it was. Japs is coming in through for the overtake. There was a race incident there. Somebody spun off on that corner. I don't know what happened. We missed it. But we can always check back on the replay. It's lap 3. So we can find out who that was. A lot of close racing here, though. Hino is pushing quite hard. He's right behind Japs right now. And Japs seems to be holding him up. Hino does seem to be a bit quicker than Japs right now. Getting a bit smoother line. Oh, he's going for the overtake. He's going to go for the inside line. It's a very brave move into the braking zone right now. And he holds it. That was a nice overtake. That was a nice move. Well done, Hino. Japs has been overtaken by Crotters as well. And Japs is falling back. Tony really also going for the overtake here now. I'm not sure if you can finish the race without refueling. I do believe so. I do believe these cars carry enough fuel, but when it starts raining, which, if I'm not mistaken, we're seeing a bit of rain right now coming down on the track. And the rain has started, guys. In lap 4, the rain has started to come down at Silverstone Racetrack at the Touring Car Championship, not the GT3 Monza Racing Series. The rain has started. Let's see how this throws a spanner into the works for the racing for some of these guys. Let's get moist. That's right. We like a little bit of moisture. Nothing wrong with a bit of moisture, guys. Makes for some very interesting racing. Let's see what's happening at the front here. Oh, and even though it's raining, he's decided to stay out for another lap. So JK has not gone into the pit to change his tires. Neither has Gummy. Neither has Canito. Neither has Raven Van Elden. Tars has gone in for his pit stop. I think he's going to change to his wet tires. Tony really has also gone in for a pit stop to change to his wet tires. Hano has gone on. We're seeing a lot of people pit now. Sweet Speed carried on. And Cove is bringing up the rear here. Licensed Noob also not going into pit. And Need More Grog is quite a way back, but he's still coming. That doesn't count him out. But the we'll see if he's going to pit in or not. So, who's out the pits first? Japs is out first, it looks like. Still in the pits. Still in the pits. And Carlos Quino is leaving the pits. Tony really is also leaving the pits. Tars just managed to squeeze out of the pits in front of Tony. Oh, this is getting interesting now, guys. Oh, Raven Shadow is retired from the race, everybody. Apparently he's had VR problems with his headset. Yeah, unfortunately that's just one of those things. All I can say is we've had plenty of time to prepare for the race event today. Maybe next time just make sure everything is updated correctly before we start the event, yeah? Very unfortunate though. So JK is still out in the front, but he is really struggling with the water on the track now. You can see it. And he is in fact coming in for a pit stop. Gummy Bear is still right behind him and also coming in for a pit stop. Pit stop. Nikito has decided to stay on track though. That's a brave, bold move. That is a bold move by Nikito here. Kanito. You can see he's really struggling with the grip though in those tires. I'm not so sure that was the right choice, but bear in mind that he's constantly losing time all the time that he's going around with wet tires. He's constantly losing time, and these guys with wet tires on now are going to be a lot quicker than the guys without. So we're seeing some racing back here. We got Japs. Tony really is overtaking him. Japs is not having a good race today, guys. We know that usually he is a lot quicker, and he seems to be struggling today with the race pace, but that's okay. I'm sure that he will pick up the pace at some point. Also going in for a pit stop. I guess he stayed out and didn't change his tires. So, as you can see, a lot of these guys that didn't change their tires are now starting to struggle. A little bit of close racing going on here, but mostly here. And they're all pit stopping. Look, all the later guys that didn't pit before are now coming in for a pit stop to change their tires. All the guys that stayed out in that first lap have now come into the pits to change their tires, guys. Like I said, makes for some very interesting races. We've got Hano and Crotters. Crotters is off the track. Where are you going, Crotters? You're not supposed to be cutting the grass, mate. Doing a bit of sightseeing. Maybe he thought he'd stop for a picnic at the side of the track. I don't quite know what he was doing. No! Hano is spun off. And they have contact there. Both of them not dealing very well with this rain at all. Hino gets in front, but then you got Crotters right on his outside coming back at him. Trying to come in there for the inside. Very, very interesting. Drops back a little bit to try and make sure he has the grip on the corner. He can feel the car sliding. That was a good move, actually. Slowing down to make sure he had the grip on that corner was probably a better idea. Hano kept it, but he was sliding sideways and he nearly went off. And, you know, sometimes in this kind of situation... Oh, look, Ed De Silva has gone past with an overtake on Crotters. Now, I do believe he was one of the guys that pitted in and changed his tires for the wet tires. But Crotters is coming right back at him. And where did Hano go? Oh. No, Ed De Silva has now overtaken Hano as well. So you can see that having the... you can see that Hano and Crotters are both struggling in the rain. Ed De Silva has wet tires on. Maybe he's just better at driving in the rain. But he has definitely managed to pull all those spots back up. And you can see NG is back in the pits now for changing his tires. He's coming out on the fresh wet tires. So he's lost a bit of time. He's still in third though, so he didn't lose too much time by staying on track like we thought he would. Gummy Bear has dropped back quite a bit though. I do believe Gummy Bear is struggling with the wet racetrack right now. I do also know it is still raining. I thought that we were getting news there from the weather report that the rain might be stopping, but unfortunately it looks like the rain is still coming down here at Silverstone in the UK. Still having some close racing back here. We've got Tony and Tars right now battling for 6th and 7th position. Let's see what happens here. Tony backed off a bit. Hino is really struggling now with the grip. You can see it. Tars on the inside. Tony taking the wider line to come back tighter to get the inside. He's carried a bit more speed there, but didn't have the space to maneuver around. Dodging puddles. Very wise move there, Tony. Trying to carry as much speed as he can through these corners. You can see it. He's fighting the corners as little as possible. Slowly through the sweeping corner. Hano keeps drifting wide there. He's being too aggressive through that corner. And as you can see, it's making him drift wide every time. He needs to brake a lot more entering that sweeping corner. Usually you can take that corner very, very quickly, but not today. And Tony has gone wide a little bit. Managed to pull it back in line. Let's see where Hino is. I think he's dropped back quite a bit. He has. But he's still with them. Carlos Quinto is moved up to 9th position now. And we're losing drivers. People have retired from the race. We're up to 14 now. I do believe we were at 17 at the beginning of the race. So we lost a few drivers too. Japs is just coming out of the pits. I do believe he's probably just changed into wet tires. Followed by Cove. Licenseless Noob. Then Need for Speed going up the pack. Oh, watch that puddle, dude. Sweet Speed bringing up into 10th position. Chasing Carlos Quinto there. Is still pushing really hard. And as you can see, Hino is losing positions. I don't know why. I don't know if he just didn't change the tires thinking it was going to dry up. But he does seem to be not up to race pace at the moment. And I do believe that that's because he's being a little bit too aggressive in the wet. He's braking too late and turning too late for these corners. And it's obviously showing. Oh, nice move there, Carlos. Just squeezed out a little bit. And Hano has made another mistake. He locked up his brakes and went right there. Giving Carlos Quinto the opportunity to overtake him. No, sorry, I was mistaken. It's R. Van Eden that made the mistake, not Hino. My mistake, I'm very sorry about that. But he is coming right back at Carlos. And again, locking up the brakes and sliding. When you lock up, you can't turn in these front-wheel drive cars. That's the problem. Sweet Speed with a nice overtake there on the inside of that corner. No. Oh, he went a little bit wide there. I don't know if he meant to. He nearly hit the wall there. That was very, very close. He's chasing him. Back off a little bit. That's it. Now he goes through the corner. Find the grip. Coast with it. And now, yep, that's it. Gets a better run out of the corner, you see. Carrying a little bit more speed. Doesn't have the position to go for the overtake though. Comes right back at him. He's on the inside. Again, doesn't want to risk going for it in case he takes both of them out. He thought he would drop back. Get a better run through this corner. Hopefully carrying the speed down to the straight. Let's see if we can get him on the end of the straight here. It doesn't look like he gathered enough speed for those corners. He doesn't quite have the pace to go for an overtake. Unless Sweet Speed makes a mistake, but it doesn't look like he's going to. No. No. Trying very, very hard. So let's skip up to Hino. And Sweet Speed, who made a mistake there. But so did RV. They all made a mistake. Carlos Quinto pulling away though. In 7th position. He has left these guys behind now. They have dropped back 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, 4.2 seconds behind now. 4 seconds behind Carlos. Carlos is having a great race. He started at the back of the grid, guys. So he's having a good race. He's dealing with the wet weather really well. Into lap 9 now. And it's still raining here at Silverstone, I'm afraid. So not quite having the dry race that we had hoped for. But unfortunately, as always is the case in the UK, it rains a lot. So these guys have had to deal with a bit of rain today. But as I said, keeps things interesting. Tars is up into 4th position. When did that happen? He's closely followed by Tony, though. These guys have been chasing each other through the race. So you've got Tony and Tars. Very, very close. But Kenito has dropped down from 3rd into 6th position. I don't know what happened there. But he lost 3 positions right there. Hopefully there wasn't a race incident. Carlos Quinto is coming up behind him, though, and catching him quite rapidly. Gummy Bear has also dropped back. JK, though, is having the race of his life. He is out there, 9 seconds in the lead. He stayed out for at least 2 laps. I do believe at least 2 laps when it first started to rain, before he switched to the wet tyres. And he gained a 9-second lead on 2nd place. He's dealing with back markers right now. Lapping a few people. So he is having a very good race. He is on lap 10. So we are halfway through the race, guys. We have hit the halfway mark. And hopefully this rain lays off at some point, and the track will possibly dry up, allowing these guys to start putting in some good laps. And maybe recovering some of these good races. Ed De Silva is also having a great race right now, up into 3rd position, chasing Gummy hard. Still having this battle between Tony and Tars, though. Oh, Hano, what happened? We had another retirement, and Hano has retired from the race, everybody. That's very, very unfortunate. I'm sure that we can get some of these drivers in here for a conversation after the race to find out what happened during the race and see what was going on and why they retired. Oh, they did not fit wet tires. So he had a pit crew issue there where they did not put wet tires. So that is why we were seeing Hino sliding all over the place. That's really unfortunate, Hino. I'm very sorry, buddy. Sometimes these things happen. He is still chasing Tony, though. He's not quite catching. And I do believe... No, he's still quite far back. We've got some racing going on here, though, with Van Eden and Sweet Speed still. Not quite close enough for an overtake. Oh, and look. And look, everybody. Yeah, I know. I was watching this too. The sun has come out at sunny Silverstone. So, the track will start to dry up. Let's see how long it is before these guys start to switch to the dry tires. Well, that unfortunately is the way it goes sometimes, Hino. I would say always stay in the race, guys. Do not retire, because you do not know what can happen in a race. Anything can happen, and you can go from 0 to hero in just 2 or 3 laps. You know, people make mistakes, and inevitably, if you're... Oh, we've had a bit of race contact there between Van Eden, who has gone into the pits to make a pit stop, and Sweet Speed. I was too busy talking to my audience and did not see exactly what happened there. I think it was just a friendly bit of paint rubbing, though, so I think we'll be alright. Carlos Quintos is also in the pits, changing, I guess, into dry tires. Although I wouldn't recommend it. The racetrack is still pretty wet, guys. I don't know if pitting right now is a good choice. Let's see what JK1 does. Yeah, I think RV went off a little bit. Again, you know, it wasn't a race incident. He didn't cause Sweet Speed to go off. So we'll give him a warning at the end of the race. for unsafe driving, but these things happen, guys. You know, like race incidents happen. We can review it at the end of the race. We can have a look at the replay, and we can see what happened. Whose fault it was, and whether it was just a case of misbraking. You know, these things happen. It's an accident. You know, we all make mistakes. As long as it wasn't malicious or intentional, then that's all that matters, guys. We don't give penalties or warnings to people when it is just a an accident, you know? Yep, they really are, dude. I saw you sliding all around the place. We saw that happening. Tars and Tony are going at it, though. Got Tars and Tony fighting really hard for 4th position right here. Bear in mind that points are only... yeah, chatter stewards. Should remember as well that only the top 4 drivers will be receiving points for their position, guys. So they are fighting for the last point there. I do believe 4th gets 1 point, if I'm not mistaken. Been a lot of constant back and forth between these guys, though. These two are pretty much the only 2 guys that are racing right now. Everyone else... Oh, we got Licensed Noob and Japs fighting here for position at the back. RV has come out of the pits, but he's far ahead. So yeah, we have... Oh, and Licensed Noob has gone off. He's ran wide. So Japs is now pulling ahead and chasing. I'm assuming this is a guy that's being lapped. Could this be this guy? No, it's not this guy. Who is Japs about to overtake? I don't know who that is. No idea who this is. But as you can see, now that the rain has stopped, the track is starting to dry up. You can see the dry line appearing. Oh, and Japs has spun. Wow, Xavier Licious coming in with the gifted subs right there. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it. Xavier, I will get to you after the stream, after the race, but really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much for gifting the subs to the channel. Yeah. I'm not sure what happened to who? Gummy Bear. Yeah, I'm not quite sure actually. I think the rain. I think the rain caught him out. But now that it's dried up, I'm sure that he will be catching up. We know that JK will probably need to pit again at some point to change into his dry tires. I did think I disabled these notifications. There we go. I did think I muted those, but unfortunately I didn't. It's alright, Xavier. No problem. It's sorted. I dealt with it. It's all good. Xavier, thank you so much. One of the longest standing subs to my channel and big supporters of my stream right here. Mr. Xavier Licious, gifting out the subs to regulars in the channel there. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mr. Xavier. So Gummy Bear is back into second, but he is 20 seconds behind. Now we have 7 laps left. We'll see how well he does. Bear in mind that we think JK still has to change tyres, although I'm not so sure. Looking at his lap time, 2:23, and Gummy Bear was a 2:29. So JK is lapping a lot quicker than anybody else at the moment. Yeah, as you can see, he's getting a 2:23, and Gummy's last lap was a 2:29. So, actually, Canito on track right now with a 2:19 has the quickest lap for this last lap. So, Canito is pushing hard, I think. Let's see where everybody is. We're also down to 13 drivers in the race right now. What happened to Tars? Tars and Tony have separated. Whoa. I do believe that is Japs right there. No, not Japs at all. Need more grog? No, need more grogs in a different car. So who was he overtaking? Swede? I don't know who that was. Sorry for swapping the cars. I do believe it was Cove and he was being overtaken. That's alright. Nothing wrong with that. So in fact, all the close racing has dropped right off around now. I think everybody is spread out once they went back in to change into the dry tyres. Let's see how the racing finishes up. We have Tony really in second right now, who has actually managed to pull ahead of all the guys behind him. Nikito is hot on his tails though, and Gummy Bear, who is in the pits. So I do believe Gummy Bear is now changing for dry tires. So he has 7 laps, guys, 7 laps to catch up with the guys in the front. And believe me when I say this, Gummy Bear is a very good driver. And when I say I believe he can catch them, I really do believe he has the ability to catch them. He is quick. And he will catch up the time. As long as he doesn't make any more mistakes and he just puts his head down and focuses on his racing lines. Stuck on wet tires. God damn it, Gummy. Unlucky, buddy. My shoulder is hurting from leaning across and holding the mouse. But this is Tony Reilly and Canito right now. And Canito is all over the back of Tony Reilly's car. Canito really shining through right now. Has the better performance on the inside line and takes Tony on the inside of the corner right there. Tony's switching back to the outside. Canito taking the inside line. He's driving defensively. Let's go back to Tony and see where he is. Canito doing very well in this race, actually. Very, very well. Yes, Berkey, too late to join. We are in the last 6 laps of the race right now. So unfortunately, it's too late, Berkey. I'm sorry, buddy. But that doesn't mean that you guys won't be able to turn up and race in future events. There will be plenty of events coming. So don't worry. Have plenty of opportunity to take part in future events. The next event coming up is the one hosted by DriveNightLive, which is my sponsor, which is on the 13th of November, which will be Ford versus Ferrari. And you can find all the information you want about their event right here, guys. So if you want information about their events, or you want to submit an application to join and take part in their events, please go and follow their Twitter. Their Twitch, and follow their Discord, guys. Go and join their Discord. Yep, streaming every 2 weeks. But as always, that is subject to change, you know. Gordy was actually the guy I raced head-to-head in the last event. Well, actually, not the last event. The very first event that we went and saw of those guys. But we are down to 13 drivers now, guys. 13 drivers we're down to. There's not really anybody that's close enough to driving. We have Swede. Carlos Pinto is a bit further ahead. In 5th, we have Tars. In 4th, Da Silva. In 3rd, we have Tony Really. In 2nd, Canito. And in 1st, JK. Gummy Bear is still in the pits. They will not change his tyres to dry tyres. I do believe it's because he's got it on automatic, maybe. And it's one of the problems that they have with Project Cars 2. And it is a game-breaking bug where they will not put the right tyres on your car. You can change the tyres 3-4 times and they refuse to put the tyres you're asking them to put on the car. I don't know why, but I can only assume that he's got it on automatic and that he's not trying to tell them to actually put dry tyres on. It's very unfortunate. It's very sad when that happens. It's very sad, really, because I wanted to see some close racing with Gummy. He's dropping further and further back now. But we are watching Sweet Speed. I do believe he's coming up on... It's either going to be Cove or Japs. It's not Japs, so it's Cove. Okay, that's fine. We do have Swede coming up right here. But he's lapping this guy, so this isn't really... they're not really racing. It's very close here at the front, so the top 4 guys are all within 2 or 3 seconds of each other. Actually, there's a bit more of a gap for to second. 3rd second. Canito has taken 1st position. Canito is leading the race right now in 1st position. Followed not too far behind by Mr. Tony, really. And JK1, who is also not that far behind after pitting, I assume, for fresh tyres. And Eda Silver is chasing hard right now and coming up. Carlos Quintos in 7th, which is still a very good position considering he started in last place on the grid. He was P17, I do believe, at the beginning of the race. So getting up into 1st place has been, into 7th place has been really good. A really good achievement, I think, given the fact that we've had lots of rain and everything else like this. Yeah, it seems to be a problem, actually, with the pit crews not changing the tyres. I'll talk a bit more about that afterwards. Because I do know that it's an issue with the pit stops, that sometimes they change tyres and they don't put on the right tyres for you. But I believe it's something to do with the trying to make them put specific tyres on and not having it set to automatic by weather. Or the other way around, having it set to automatic by weather, but not... JK lost the lead when he went into pit for his fresh tyres, I do believe. Or maybe he had a spin-off, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I think it was because he did a pit stop. That's right, he did a pit stop. But he's chasing. Tony's only just there. And I do believe that that is Cove being lapped right now. He's coming up behind Tony. Ed De Silva is also in the mix here. Have 3 cars fighting for position right now. Little bit of wobble there. Carlos Quino going, De Silva going for a bold move on the outside, on the inside there. Holds it, avoids the puddle. But now is forced onto the outside of the corner. As long as he can hold the line, which he has done, pulls it through onto the inside, uses a bit of drive through the corner here. He may well get him on this straight right now. Tucks in behind him for a little bit of slipstream. Comes out again. He's having a look. He's braked a little bit. Let's see if he gets the run through the corner. Not quite. Didn't quite have the run up on him there. Tony really has dropped back a little bit here. Still in the points though. But the fight right now is between De Silva and JK1. Yeah, exactly. Never do automatic by weather or recommended. Hey, Double Time, and welcome to the show, buddy. Nice to see you in here. Let's see who wins this race. 17, we're on lap 17 right now, so just 3 laps left, including this one. I think they will. And Nikito, who's in the pits right now, changing tires or doing something again. I'm not quite sure. I don't know why Nikito has gone into the Kanito has gone into the pits, but he has, which has lost him the race lead, guys. Don't know what happened there, but JK1 is now back in the lead, followed closely by De Silva, being chased hard by Tony, who is also chased hard by Tars in 4th position right now. And Kanito is out of the pits and resumed the race with just 2 laps to go, guys. Can he catch the guys in front of him to regain a points position? I guess we will find out. There's not really any racing going on at the back of the grid. It's all in the first 4 guys right now. So Tony really, Ed De Silva, who is quite close to JK actually, and just waiting for his moment to pounce on that leading position. They're very, very close to each other. Don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is a race penalty of some kind for track limits or something. I'm not sure. I don't know what this means right now. But this is for the race win we're watching right here, guys. Within half a second of each other, fighting for the race win. And Tony is dropping back a little bit. And JK has, in an amazing turn of events, JK has also gone into the pits. But we do not know why. On literally the last lap, 2 laps to go, he has gone into the pits for a pit stop. Did he have a drive-through penalty? Is that what happened? Has he had a drive-through penalty where he has had to go through the pit lane for cutting the track? It's a drive-through. Oh my god. In a serious turn of events then, Ed Silva has gone through to take the leading position, but JK has come out right in front of Tars and Tony. And now, guys, it gets really interesting because we have a really close race between three drivers for 3-point positions now. So let's see what's going to happen. We have Tars and JK fighting here very closely. Will this allow Tony to get some pace and catch up a little bit? There are penalties. The race, the track limits are on. So if there are penalties, there will be penalties. Drive-throughs, speeding in the pit lane, cutting track. Tony has fallen back quite a way here, but he's still in the points. And the guy in 5th place is not within striking distance to take that point away from him. But the race is right here, guys. They're 13 seconds behind, which I don't think they're going to catch first place, if I'm honest. I think they're a little bit too far back. Oh, Kanito had to pit because he ran out of gas. Well, let that be a lesson to you, Kanito. Read the announcement that I posted in the Discord, which stated very clearly how many laps it was, and also check the race lobby settings when you are in the race to see how many laps the race is going to be. And JK again has gone into the pits. Is that another drive-through we're seeing right now? I do hope not. Another drive-through for JK, allowing Tars to move up into second and allowing Tony to, even though he fell back. Yeah, I think that sometimes too, dude. Allowing Tony to, even though he was falling back, to gain another point position, moving him up into third place right now. JK is back out of the pits, and it is the last lap of the race, guys. This is the last lap of the race here at Silverstone. Tony really, and JK, who is pushing hard to try and catch. He's only 4 seconds behind him. You need to stop cutting the fucking corners, JK. Stop cutting the corners. He's getting a bit impatient there, I think. Well, don't listen to the guy. He will tell you, the crew chief will tell you to pit on the very last lap, even if you have done your mandatory pit stop. So if you know you've already pitted, then you need to ignore the crew chief when he is telling you to pit. Tars is holding position right here in front. Ed is coming round for the last couple of corners here. And E De Silva coming through for the trackside view now of E De Silva taking the race win here at Silverstone. And he gives it a little wobble. What is he doing? Woo! Well done, Mr. De Silva. Congratulations for a great race. Well done, Mr. Silva. Well done, buddy. Nice race. Followed closely by Tars coming in for second place. Woo! GG, buddy. GG. Tony really also coming in now to take third place, and unfortunately JK right on the line, guys, right behind him, almost caught him, takes fourth position. Great race, everybody. That was a great race, guys. Well done. Well done, everybody. Good clean racing. I know, right? What a hell of a drive, De Silva. Starts in 12th, finishes first. I guess that just goes to show what happens when you add a bit of rain to the mix, guys. You know? Yeah, well done, De Silva. You take first position, which I do believe will be... Let me just double check, because I don't want to say anything without double checking the details. It's in the announcements tab. Looking in the wrong bit there. So, let's have a look. So, for first position, you are receiving 4 points. That's 4 points for Ed De Silva. Tars will receive 3 points for second place. Tony really will receive 2 points for third place. And fourth place gets 1 point. 1 point for fourth place, which I do believe was JK, although it's put JK down into 5th place. So I don't quite know what happened there, but Sweet Speed has moved up into 4th position. Oh, that sucks, man. That really sucks, JK. I'm sorry about that, dude. Yeah, bad luck. And the Steam Wallet gifts that will be handed out for first place is $25. For second place is $15. For third, it's $10. So only the top 3 will receive Steam Wallet gifts, and DriveNightLive will be dealing with that. That is the sponsors, and unfortunately, that is the end of the race. As we can see, let me try and take a screenshot of this right now. I don't know if it will let me, but we'll try. For all you guys that want to, save the replay. Save the replay. I will save it as well. Come on, save the replay. God damn it. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'll give you like 10 seconds and I'll move back to the thing, right? So 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are returning to the lobby, everybody. So that is the end of that race. Congratulations to the race winners there, guys. Congratulations to everybody for taking part. It was a really good event. I really enjoyed directing the race there. I will jump into VoIP right now with the other guys so I can talk to them and see what kind of feedback we get from the event. So let me just jump in there right now. Hi, guys. Just jumping in for a quick back and forth after the race.
Yeah, so I should have changed my tires back to dries because it cost me 1 position.
Yeah, I saw that. There was a lot of that. Yeah, there was a lot of that going on in the race, actually. We did see a lot of sliding going on. Some people...
I could
go on, sorry.
Run fairly decent laps without having dry tires. Like I had wet tires on the dry track for like the second half of the race.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people were changing tires, and I don't know what you guys were picking in terms of your pit setup and stuff, right? But people were trying to change tires, and they weren't changing the tires in the wets, you know? They were leaving the dry tires on in the wet, and they were putting the wet tires on when people were trying to put slicks on. Hayno had an absolute nightmare of a race. He was sliding off everywhere because they refused to put wet tires on his car. I was watching and I did wonder why he was sliding very wide on some of those corners and losing the grip on the corners a lot of the time. But it was because, you know, they weren't changing the dry tires back on for him, or the wet tires even. So I don't know what guys was happening with your setups and stuff with the pit stops. But maybe you want to kind of look into that for the future and work out why the pit crew doesn't change the tires that you want them to change them to. I do believe that automatic by weather and recommended is a bad idea because they don't change the tires to the ones that you actually want. So I do believe that if you were to pick the tires that you want, it would change those tires.
Yeah, I can confirm that. I tried to do automatic by weather and they didn't change my tires. So I did 1 lap on slick, on wet, and then I changed it myself to wet and it worked. So, yeah.
Yeah, I do believe that you have to specifically state what tires you want. I don't know. The pit stops with changing tires in wet weather is very buggy in Project Cars 2. It's you know, it makes bad news, but even so, let's go and talk about the race now, guys. I saw a lot of you having some very good close racing there. What did you think? There was a lot of rubbing paint. I saw some of that, but general consensus, did you guys enjoy the race? Do you think most of the drivers were fair? You had a good time?
Yeah, I mean, it was excellent. When it was the heaviest rainfall, me and Tars were going hard at it, and I just was trying everything to get past him, and then once I did get past him, I would just overblow a corner again and then be stuck right back behind him.
Yeah, we were watching that. The racing between you and Tars was probably, to be honest, the most interesting part of the whole race. Because you guys were chasing each other for a good few laps, you know? Like, it was a good few laps.
Time.
Yeah, you guys have been racing quite closely against each other in the last few days as well. I've noticed that in the lobbies as well in my races. So yeah, GG guys for being clean and keeping it keeping it clean though, because in the wet that's very challenging. You know, you do kind of tend to drift in the corners and stuff. So yeah, I see that. Yeah, JK did an amazing job there getting that BMW to the front on the grid and maintaining that lead for most of the race. The only reason that he lost the position at the front, unfortunately, he kept getting warnings and didn't adhere to them and got a couple of drive-throughs there. I don't know if it was because of speeding in the pits maybe at one point or because of cut track, but he definitely got a couple of drive-throughs. So that is why JK dropped back as far as he did at the end there. Kanito also forgot to put enough fuel in for 20 laps and didn't realise, and I think he was listening to the crew chief telling him to pit on the last lap even though he'd already pitted. So I think that's just a technical difficulty or a technical issue with the crew chief and not understanding how it works, I think. But yeah. De Silva though, seriously, taking the race and bringing it home, starting in 12th and managing to take the race lead and finish the race as the race winner is an amazing performance there. You know, being able to work his way all the way through the grid like he did. And he was very clean. I didn't see him really have any contact with anybody either. So was there anything any of you guys wanted to add to what's going on right now? Is there anything you guys wanted to add about the race? Did you have any moments that you'd like to share with the stream right now? Anybody? Any touch and go moments?
Are those penalties like intended to be that harsh?
Which penalties? The track warnings?
Like, yeah, I mean, I not intentionally got a bit, lost speed, so didn't even gain. And it told me like you have 25 seconds to give back the 12th position, and the 12th position, the guy behind me was like a minute and a half behind, so I was like, what?
Yeah,
so I got the drive-through anyway.
I don't know. Unfortunately, you're lucky you got a drive-through. Sometimes that can result in a disqualification, and yeah, the only thing I can say to you, don't cut the track. You know, don't cut the track. Don't be so aggressive on some of the corners where you know you're going to run wide, and especially there are specific corners on each circuit that you just know if you push too hard you're going to get a cut track warning. You know it, because you're going to make a mistake, you're going to drift wide and you're going to go off the track and you're going to get a cut track warning. There's nothing specifically that any of us can do to make it more or less. It's just the way the game is and the way certain tracks are with the track limits. The cut track warnings have always been a problem. I don't like them. I think that they need to be reevaluated. It's really, really bad news, okay? But if you don't have them on, then people take huge cuts, and there's no way of penalizing them. So you know what I mean? It's the lesser of two evils. You either have the track limits and deal with the cut warnings, or you don't have the track limits and you deal with people cutting the track and not getting penalized for it, yeah? Especially as me, as race director, I can't watch everybody, you know? Like, I can't see everything that's going on. So unfortunately it's a necessary evil. De Silva is leaving right now, so everybody say congratulations again to De Silva for the race win. Thank you very much, dude. I will be in contact with you, and we will get Drive Night to issue you that Steam Wallet gift to all the race winners, the top 3 guys, as soon as possible. So thank you for that. And this does in fact conclude the end of the not GT3 Monza Racing Series, guys. This was the end. So thank you very much for tuning in to watch the event today. I am now going to continue my normal stream, and I will be hosting lobbies with the touring cars, and we will get on and do some proper races. So thank you very much for coming and taking part. Really appreciate all of you drivers for coming in and supporting the event like this. It's been a great turnout. It's been great driving, and I hope to see you at the next one. Do not forget that there is another event on the 13th of November, Ford versus Ferrari, and if you go to my stream, I can give you the links to their Twitch. Oh, yeah. Their Twitch and their Discord, which is there right now. If you look in the chat, guys, right there is the links for Drive Night and the Discord. And if you want to take part in any of the 2 events listed there, you need to go and follow their Twitch channel and join their Discord and apply in their Discord for their events. These events are not run by me. These events are run by DriveNight, who sponsors this event, not GT3 Monza Racing Series. So they are my sponsors. Big thank you to EdgeTV and DriveNightLive for sponsoring this event and enabling us to do this as well for the channel. Really, really good. Really, really appreciated it. Also, again, I'd like to say thank you now to Xavierlicious for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to some of the viewers in the channel today. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, dude. Really, really appreciate it. Much love. Thank you to Denny, who also just dropped us a follow. And welcome to the Avery, and I hope you enjoyed the stream and the event, dude. And stay tuned for the next event, because there will be more. There will be more. I am actually happy with the way this event has gone, and it's been successful, apart from the little incident with the 2 guys that joined halfway through our qualifying, but we sorted that out, so that's cool. No problem. Right. End of the event, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, end of Drive Night. End of Drive Night. End of not GT3 Monza Series. Thank you very much for watching.